Hi, my name is Lindsay. My pronouns are she, her. I'm a biology and chemistry tutor.
Hi, my name is Madison. My pronouns are she, her, and I'm a reading, writing, and study skills tutor.
And we both work at the on-campus tutoring center at SF State.
Today, we're here to talk to you about why some people might see tutoring as being negative. So I'm going to start off by asking Lindsay, why do you think that people see tutoring as negative? Where does the stigma tend to come from?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think grades and success in academics can be a really sensitive topic for students. And especially when you're just starting college, many students are starting to become more independent and want to be seen as capable adults who have it all under control. And for some students, I think the idea of tutoring goes against that desire to be seen as independent. So they're more resistant to receiving help. On that note, have you ever worked with a tutor? Or did you ever think tutoring was negative, and what changed your mind?
Yeah, actually, I have never worked with a tutor. My parents always held the belief that tutoring was only if I wasn't doing well in school or like a last option. Even when I struggled with school during my middle and high school years, they encouraged me to keep studying and that I should be able to get it on my own. And so when I went to community college, I had internalized this negative stigma. And not only did I never get help despite the fact that I was struggling, but I didn't even know it was offered as a free resource. And what really changed my mind with respect to tutoring would be my experience at San Francisco State. Over the past 2.5 years, I've come to realize that tutoring is not this last option because I'm not good enough to understand something on my own, but rather it's an opportunity to work with someone towards feeling more confident, capable, and successful with the classes and assignments I'm working on. Even if I feel fairly confident, it's also a great opportunity to get another person's perspective, their feedback, and to have their support. Well, with that in mind, Lindsay, how might we change people's minds about tutoring?
Yeah, I've had some students who make that leap to schedule an appointment. And when we finally meet, they're really, really nervous to ask questions. And I think something that I've learned throughout my education is that the secret to success is just that, asking questions. When I first started receiving tutoring in undergrad, I wanted other people to think that I knew all the answers already. But I slowly learned that there was no way I could know it all. And being comfortable asking questions was the most valuable skill that I attained during my undergrad education. Um, I think successful people don't necessarily have a bank of knowledge in their brain, but they do have a network full of other people they can ask for help, just like students here have a network of people who can support their learning. Um, so the last question I have is, what advice would you give to a student who's hesitant to receive tutoring?
Yeah, it's a great question. I would encourage the student to consider it again as an opportunity to get support, to be encouraged, and to be heard by someone who is a student just like they are. Even though you might think that tutoring is reserved for people who like lack something, aren't good enough, as was the case for myself, my advice would be to look at tutoring as an opportunity to develop your skills and ideas by collaborating with another person. Tutoring has the goal of helping you to feel capable, confident, and successful. So ultimately, it's an opportunity to ensure that you feel those needs are being met.
That's great advice. Thank you all for joining us on this exploration of tutoring stigma.
Thank you.